This is In Malice's Wake from Australia, and you're listening to May Contain Metal.
Put up your feet and put on the kettle. Make it sing metal. Fuck the Grand Prix, who's the best in metal? Make it sing metal. Unnatural. Make it sing metal. Other podcasts suck, so you have to settle for.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for coming back again.
It's episode 13. It's like the new Halloween.
It is the new Halloween.
Ooh,
Very
episode
scary.
13. It's be led to the Blue Bone Forest. Welcome back.
Thanks for coming.
What's happening today, Si?
Today we have don't know what I did that for, but we've got news. Some exciting news for you this week. Ooh. Then we're going to go into homework. And then we're going to go through some new releases. We're going to be talking to you about new releases from Palm Reader.
But they already knew that, didn't they?
Who did?
Don't know. Palm Reader.
Oh, that's very clever. Yeah, they've been losing a lot of sleep over this particular review that's coming up. That will make sense later. Palm Reader, Without Mercy, Within the Ruins, Hatebreed, Plini. I've written Without Mercy twice. You don't need to know that. I'll delete that. Maybe we'll do the same review twice. Shall we? No, let's not do that.
We could do.
Earthists, Angelus Apartrida.
Yeah, I like him.
Angelus Apartrida.
With his Sainsbury's bag.
Yeah, it's got all his music in there. No, Angelus Apartrida. And Tyrants. And then we're going to crown one of those album of the week, and then we'll go through messages, and then band name generator, and that will be the entirety of the episode. Is everyone ready?
Let's go to the news.
First up on the news, Matt, I believe you have a very, really significant update on your quest to join Fear Factory.
I do indeed. So, as the listener knows, me and my friend in Australia, we did a cover of Fear Factory's Mechanize to send off to Dino to say, hey, put me in the band. And he said, great job, sounds sick.
That's pretty cool.
He said the word job in there, which means I might have the job.
Which implies that because it is a job. It's not fun, is it? It's so you need to be paid for that shit.
Exactly.
To be in Fear Factory right now.
Exactly. So he listened, said, great job, sounds sick. So all that's left is for me to sign the contract, and I'm in.
I presume it's in the post.
It's closer, isn't it? It's getting closer.
It's getting really close.
So yeah.
Can we tell the listener about your side project band handle so they can go and see the video? Oh yeah,
go to YouTube and search Inner Hatred Fear Factory cover, and it will be there.
There you go. You won't see Dino's comment there. That was on.
Oh, that was on Instagram.
The gram.
At Inner Hatred Slays. Just follow that, and there's all bunch of cover videos, including the Fear Factory one there. So go and watch and listen.
Dino is famously frightened of YouTube, so he only spends his time on Instagram.
Also, the covers may or may not be as good as the covers from last week that we did on this.
I'd say they're marginally better.
Yeah.
Only marginally, though.
There we go.
In other news, we've secured our first interviewee.
Big news.
For the podcast.
We won't say who it is yet, but look out for that.
We've secured a band that we are very much enjoying right now that have a new album out in January.
They're from over the pond.
They're from Pondways.
So that's one clue.
Yeah. They don't live in the UK.
Over the one pond.
There's only one pond.
Over the one pond.
Next to us, and they live over the other side of that. So we're very excited to have a chat with them, and that will be coming soon. Ooh. Right, okay. That's it. That's news.
I think that's
done.
the news.
That was easy.
That was the news.
Wow, news. So
next up.
Go for it, Matt.
homework.
It's
So
homework.
Everyone's favourite thing to do at home is homework.
Correct.
Guess what you do at home?
So homework this week was my homework this week. So
Was your
this
homework?
week we had to find some of the worst metal album covers we could possibly find. And then this week we're going to show each other said album covers, and then we're just going to talk about them for a bit. So I think so that the listener can play at home, what we'll do is whoever is presenting the album cover to the other person, if they could say the name of the band and the album, that gives the listener a chance to quickly Google it, and then they can look at it at the same time.
Yeah.
Interactive.
Or we will eventually put them up on the Instagram as well. So
We will do that as well. And actually, having said that, Instagram is where we seem to have most of our engagement.
yeah, that's
So
where all of our listener is at.
our listener is on Instagram.
So
do you want to go first, Matt?
I've got a mixture of old and new.
Wonderful.
What about yourself?
I think mine are mainly old, to be honest.
This was a fun one. So here we go. I'm going to send you the first album cover.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Here we go. Here it is. So shall I just describe it for the
Yeah.
listener?
Yeah.
So if you want to look at if you want to look this up yourself, listener, you are looking for a band called Adema, Adema, and the album is called Topple the Giants. Now, first issue, there's only one giant there.
There is only one giant.
Topple the Giant. It should definitely be called. They've go on.
They all look way too big for the doorway, so they might all be giants, and there's just one mega giant.
Oh, he could be a double giant. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Giants clearly, in whatever world they're living in, have questionable fashion sense. He's sort of half genie, half sort of Jesus guy.
So I think I do better graphic design for the podcast than whoever designed this.
I think
album
if someone had burnt your eyes out, you do better graphic design than this. The guy, there's a guy who is meant to be looking like he's holding on to the arm of the giant, but in fact it looks like he's standing on the ground with his hands in the air, and they've moved him to where the arm is. There's a chap with is it a sledgehammer? Or what is that he's holding?
It's a guitar.
Is it? Oh, it's so bad.
So
they've picked the only guitar in the world that is the same colour as the castle.
As a castle. It does blend in.
Yeah.
And the other guy's got a drumstick. I'm guessing that's the drummer.
He's got a drumstick, but he's looking at the ankle of. You know what? It could be a very clever Achilles type situation. He's looking at the heel of the giant, like he's.
I think that was just an accident. That one.
I'm pretty sure that was. That is absolutely horrendous. It makes me want to listen to the album.
It can't be real.
It can't be. It must be a joke. It must be a mistake.
Something's happened.
Something's gone wrong somewhere. It also looks like if you look at the giant's face, he's not even looking at them. He's just trying to get home.
Is
that what? He doesn't even notice them.
It's finished his shift at the castle and he wants to
Yeah.
he just wants to walk on home.
He just finished eating the left-hand side of the castle and he's like, I want to get myself home. Who are these guys?
Right. Do you want to send me one of yours?
I would love to send you one of mine. 1 second.
One of yours.
Let me just find... I'm going to go with this one first, I think. 1 sec.
Okay.
Let me see if this works.
It's very exciting.
Are you ready? Here it comes.
Here it is. Right. Genuine reaction. So
for the listener, what are they Googling?
So you're Googling Adrian.
Adrian is the name of the band?
Just Adrian.
Yeah.
One step into the uncertain. Right, okay, so what we got here is a drawing of
What's going on?
There's this kind of a spider alien with some eggs. It looks like they're on Mars or the moon. There's a guy in very tight blue jeans. He's got one big testicle and a gun. It looks like the that painting that somebody restored. They restored the painting, and the face they painted was very, very bad and nothing like the face of the actual.
Oh yeah,
the
he
church
has got one of
one,
those
right?
faces.
It's got one of those faces. The hair's on the wrong side.
What, the wrong side?
It's got a gun.
What's the right side?
It's very. This is very, very bad.
It's like a spider that's gone. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna dress up tonight. I've got a lovely packet of worms back at my nest. And I'm just gonna stick them on the side of my head.
An octopus like alien has gotten onto the spider because the spider looks a bit terrified as well. It's got like a predator mouth and an octopus.
It looks like it's on drugs.
It's
got a swinging jaw situation on the go.
So God knows what his tentacles are. There's more than 8 though, so it's not an octopus. It's just worms. And the eggs, when I first opened it, the eggs, I was like, oh, someone's chopped some courgette.
That's exactly what it looks like. I'll be honest, the Adrian have definitely married up a good image with the title, because there's definitely no certainty to that particular image.
Right, I'm gonna send you one.
Yeah, go on.
Here it is. This is one.
Oh my God. Okay, you are searching for Death Corpse, DETHKORP backwards S, if you can type that. And the name of the album is Metal Tit. Okay, so what we're looking at is a kind of tank, I guess. A very badly drawn image of a tank near a nuclear power station.
Your Dave Mustaine's back was better than this.
Yeah, my Dave Mustaine's back from whatever episode it was a lot better than this. This is a terrible tank. It looks like a sort of cartoon child's drawing of a tank with 3 flies that have died in front of it.
Oh, yeah. Do you reckon it run over the flies?
I guess it must have done. And I mean, there's not much to this, is there? Really, it's just a tank near a radio. Like someone's gone. Oh, okay. So thrash metal in the 80s was all about nuclear power and capitalism and fuck the system and nuclear power. So we've got a tank that I think, if it was real, wouldn't be able to drive. Because what are those? It's got naan breads for wheels. That's not a thing.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
And it's pouting, which is kind of sexy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's shit, isn't it?
It's absolutely horrendous. Okay, I've got another one for you.
Nice.
Hold on one sec. I'll go with this one, I think. Okay, here we go.
Right, it's on its way.
Oh, no, it's not. Here it is. Here we go. It's on its way now.
It's on its way now. Oh, it reminds me a little bit of the...
weekend you had at the weekend.
Cattle, what was it? Cattle decapitation from that Halloween episode.
It's almost like the scene about 10 minutes before.
Yeah. This is...
yeah.
It's on sperm white vinyl, this one. It's what are the band called?
The listener,
Tyrant.
You're Googling Torment.
Torment
Is the name of the band.
There we go.
The album cover has no other words on it.
There's other words.
Oh, very good.
So it's got a heavy metal character man with a bin bag t-shirt and
Yeah.
belt, a belt of bullets. He's got his arm up the backside of a cow who's just going about its day. It's just eating some grass. It's in a field. Just a nice family photo.
Also, unlike the first album we talked about, this doesn't look photoshopped. This looks real to me.
Yeah. There's no Photoshop gone into this other than to put the terrible band logo on the front.
Yeah.
This is very bad. Somebody has taken that photo. That will make the album cover. Let's put that on. That's very, very bad. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard it, and I can't find the name of the album, unfortunately. I think it might just be called Torment.
Right. So here's one for you.
Oh no, it's called Bestial Sex. By the way, if you want to look up the
Oh, of
Torment
course
album.
it is.
Yeah.
On sperm white vinyl.
I mean, if I was into animals, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. That's a niche version of Bestial Sex, I would say.
It looks like the front cover of a bestiality zine thing.
It looks like the worst puppet show in the history of the world. It does look like a bestial zine. You're absolutely
terrible.
right. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, so this is a fairly famous band.
Fairly famous, yeah.
Yeah. So the band is the Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
And the album is called Heaven Forbid.
Heaven forbid.
It looks like a woman has climbed into her attic. She's switched on the light, and so I presume this is not long after Shakespeare died, and someone has put him in the attic, and this is presumably Shakespeare's wife, who was quite glamorous for the time.
Thing is, his face is huge. She is in front of him. If you look at the hair,
Oh yeah, that's true.
she's in front.
This is another Giant-related album cover. She is in front of him, and also there's no way he's fitting in that attic.
No. No wonder they couldn't put anything else in it. That's why
She's taken up all the room. We'll have to leave the Christmas decorations downstairs again this year because decomposing Shakespeare is in the attic.
Oh, that should have been called Decomposing Shakespeare.
Yeah, that would have been great.
So he's got one normal eye
Yeah, and
one not so normal eye.
one normal eye outside of the socket, but also not very normal either.
Yeah, there's a lot
What
going
kind
on.
of wound is that? How does
They
that
spent-
happen to someone?
They spent some time on the beams, though. Some good beam work and a good bulb.
There's a lot of really good, great bulb, really good wood grain
Yeah.
on the
a lot of-
beams.
yeah, somebody spent some time doing that.
Yeah, they did. Good on them. I'm glad they did.
Yes.
What does it say under? Oh, under the word forbid, it looks like whoever has made this has dared to sign it. Why would you?
I wouldn't.
Someone's
I'd sign
put
it with
their-
you.
someone's put their
I'd sign it
name
with
to
your
this.
name.
Yeah, just to annoy me.
Every time I send abusive messages from the Make It Tame Metal Instagram, I sign it off with sigh.
Yeah, it's the reason why we have only the one listener.
Oh yeah. Don't need more.
So I've got. Should we do one more each? Two more
Okay.
each. I feel like we could do two more each.
2 more each.
I
Yeah.
feel like this is the best bit. Okay, right. One more for me. Here we go. It's on its way. So, what is the listener
On its way.
Googling?
Right. Okay. The listener is Googling Riot Narita. Narita.
Yeah.
Narita by Riot. It's got a very sunburnt sunburnt sumo wrestler.
It
at
looks
the
like
front
Gordon the Gopher on holiday.
with a very hairy face, which is quite metal. He's standing on skulls, brandishing a weapon of sort, kind of like an axe. There's a plane, like a 747, on its way towards him. There's a burning building and a mountain, some clouds. It's really bad. It's
What's
really
happened
bad.
here? Is there a bunch of holidaymakers about to arrive to a horrendous scene where the lead rep at the hotel has gone crazy and murdered everyone and is wearing the head of some kind of animal that he's murdered?
I think he has murdered and eaten all of the skin and flesh off every single holidaymaker from the Narita holiday camp.
And he's hidden everything apart from the skulls and the vertebrae. He's put all the leg bones in his
Hidden
hotel
all of
room.
them.
It's very strange.
Right. So I don't know. So I've got obviously I've got loads, but
You do one more and then
So
we'll
I've
call
got-
it a day.
I've got-
I think this could be a regular segment.
it's a great segment. Right. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Here we go.
Oh, well, okay. For the listener, you want to Google Pat Boone, Patboone, in a metal mood. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Is he Pat Boone in a metal mood? And then the album's called No More Mr. Nice Guy.
I think his Pat Boone,
Because Pat Boone's a person, isn't it? Obviously, like Pat Boone's quite famous. I've heard of Pat Boone.
He is Pat Boone.
Yeah.
And the album is called In a Metal Mood. And I think it's
Just a
tagged
tagline,
like a movie.
Just a tagline. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Which isn't that Alice Cooper's tag?
Yeah.
He's stolen that. So he's kind of like from the neck up, apart from the earring and the eye, he's off to play a round of golf. From the neck down, he's off to Vietnam.
It's gotta be made up.
Yeah, it can't be real. This is definitely not real. He's got a genuine glint in his eye. Yeah, it's sort of like Stallone meets care home situation.
Could I quickly send you the worst album cover ever?
Yeah.
Right.
And then we'll call it a day.
There we go.
Okay, so if for the listener, you want to look up a band called Metallica, and the album is called Hardwired ... to self-destruct.
It's so bad.
It's really bad, isn't it?
It's like well photoshopped. So whoever made it,
kudos on that.
Whoever made it knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, very bad. So that's this week's homework.
That's homework. What's
That's
next week's homework, Matt?
So next
You're
week's
setting
homework. Yeah, I'm setting it. We've got to come up with a super group.
Okay, how's that work?
So everyone in the super group has to already be in a super group.
I did not expect that, but I love that idea.
Super group.
Okay.
So yeah, super group. So we have to come up with a lineup of a super group.
Okay, that's really good because a super group's easy, but
Yeah.
most of the people in a super group that you in your own personal super group are not in other super groups.
Yeah.
Because super groups tend to be crap. So this is going to be interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Great. There you go. That's next week's homework.
That's great. I'm looking forward to that already.
And that is homework.
Right, so I believe next up is new releases.
This week, I have been listening to Palm Reader and their album Sleepless. Sleepless by Palm Reader. It's on Church Road Records. It's a full blown album.
It's a whole album.
So Palm Reader, they were quite heavy. They were quite almost mathcore-y.
They sounded I'm not sure the name of the guy, but he sounds like Greg Puciato quite a lot. In their old stuff, he sounds really Dillinger vocally.
There's a lot of craziness going on. A lot of. But this album is very different. Very different. It's kind of like I can see what they're doing. They're trying to widen the audience. They've toned everything down. It's very well produced. There's a lot of there's a lot of polish on it. A lot of polish. But I just wasn't into it at all. It wasn't. There was one like Stay Down had. The second track on the album had bits of their old style and stuff, but it's good. It's good to move on. They're more like in the Black Peak sort of groups of bands now.
You're absolutely
than
right.
The Dillingers. So I think this is their let's try and get on Radio 1 kind of album.
That is brutal, but it's also accurate.
Yeah. So not big. My standout track was Stay Down. 3-word review is so the album's called Sleepless. So my 3-word review was more like sleep more because it's quite dull. But it's very well made.
It sounds good from a production point of view. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed their second single, "A Bird and Its Feathers." That's some nice heavy bits. But you're right. If I had to do a 3-word review, which I don't, it would be Hyacinth Bouquet's Table, because it's very polished.
It's very polished, yeah. And we all know she's very good at polishing.
She loves polishing. Yeah, I was looking forward to this a lot, but also I heard the album before was also a bit more of a departure from the heavy stuff, and they've gone more and more and more that way.
Yeah, I saw them supporting Will Haven at the Dome.
Yeah.
And they were very good. And so I was excited this album was coming out. I was like, it's a couple of the single tracks that you couldn't really tell where it was going. But yeah, it's not for me. I can see what they're doing. It's I think this will take them into a next level that they probably wouldn't have got to before. But yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Good background music.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I had Within the Ruins with an album called Black Heart. Came out last Friday, 27th of November on Entertainment One Records. Never heard of them.
One.
Is it real? Who knows? Sort of very genty deathcore band from Massachusetts in the US. And I have to say, like a delicious leg of lamb, they are well seasoned in that they've been going for 17 years.
Going a long
and
time.
I'd never heard of them.
Yeah, same here. Never.
I'd never heard of them, but they've been going for a really long time. A couple of fun facts. Their old singer was hospitalized in 2014 with heart and liver complications.
Is that why he's no longer the singer?
No, he recovered from that. And then he left.
And then they kicked him out.
And then he left under boring circumstances.
Nice.
But in 2015, they were on tour with Suicide Silence, another deathcore band.
Nice.
And they were involved in a bad bus crash.
Okay.
And they flipped about 3 times, and everyone was fine. But their equipment was damaged.
Oh, no. Not the equipment.
It's pretty rock and roll. And then that's all the facts I have. I really like this album. I thought the guitar work is awesome. The guy who plays guitar, I don't have the name of him, but he's excellent, and he's been with them since the beginning.
Nice.
And he's incredible. Lots of nice guitar trickery. It's super polished as an album. Lots of like little neoclassical influences here and there. They've got 2 instrumentals, one called 86th, which, and I don't know, Matt, if you listen to this much, but it's got the Pink Panther theme tune in it.
Oh, nice.
They do like a Pink Panther cover. And
good.
another one called Ataxia 5, which is also great. Not a huge amount of clean vocals, mainly lots of screaming. I don't mind the clean vocals when they arrive, though. Not too bad, but pretty few and far between, which is good. There's a track, my standout track's called Hollow. And towards the end of that, there's like an homage to Tetris.
Oh,
the
nice.
Tetris theme tune is in that. Quite a few of the guitar parts. It goes a bit like high-pitched and like video gamey sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in an arcade and I heard some of the guitar parts from a distance, I'd be like, ooh, I'd like to go and play that game. Where's that? So quite gamey in a good way.
Oh, nice.
My 3-word review was potentially absent. I didn't write one. And I've just noticed that now. So there is no 3-word review, but
Oh, no.
I really enjoyed the album a lot, and I'm going to go back and listen to their previous 6 or 7 albums.
Nice. No, I'm not. I liked it. Yeah, I could see where you were going with the video game. I was like, oh, this is like listening to it. It was as if I was in video games
On a Game
as well.
Boy.
So yeah, but no, I enjoyed that. I was listening to Hatebreed's new album, which is called Weight of False Self. Weight of the False Self. And so Hatebreed, they've been around since the 90s. Their first album was came out in 97, and they've been going ever since. You get what you know what you're getting with Hatebreed. It's Hatebreed. Fun fact is their former drummer is in prison.
Oh, I've not heard Prison. Are they good?
No, it's in actual prison.
Oh, how's
for
actual prison good?
He was sentenced 45 years after being convicted for felony murder. So
Felony murder?
Felony murder. A felony murder. It means it's worse than a real murder.
What's a felony murder? I thought a felony is a crime, and then murder.
It's a
felony murder, a criminal murder.
Criminal
as
murder.
opposed to one of those regular, less evil murders. Okay.
It actually originates in the rule of transferred intent. So, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. A felony murder originates in the rule of transferred intent.
Yeah. So,
so he transferred his intent to murder to someone else.
I guess so.
And they murdered, but he got done for it.
It's a fun little fact there.
I feel like there's a film to be made here.
I'd watch it. 45 years as well. That's a lot of years.
Yeah, that's too many years.
No.
Well, it depends what he did.
Not for a felony murder.
Not for well, felony murder carries one of the longest sentences, as we know.
This was released on Nuclear Blast, which everything seems to be recently.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of the bands. It is what it is. It's Hatebreed. It's a Hatebreed album. It sounds like Hatebreed. If you're looking for something different, like Palm Reader did something different, something to talk about. Hatebreed, no, they just released another album again. Standout track, "Dig Your Way Out" was very good. The Hatebreed are like the.
Is that the drummer write that? I feel like that's a good way out of prison.
It's a good way. They're very much a sort of self-love band, aren't they? Hatebreed.
Yeah. I'll be honest, Matt. It's we are recording on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Due to the commitments we both have in the rest of the week, and I did not listen to this because I didn't have time. So,
have you ever listened to a Hatebreed album?
I have.
Yeah, so you've listened.
Oh, in that case, it's great.
So a 3-word review is, "Yep, it's Hatebreed."
Ah, awesome. Well, I look forward to listening to that when I listen to one of the old ones again. So I also had Plini. So Plini, who is an Australian solo guitarist, released Impulse Voices on the 27th of November, last Friday. He released it himself because,
nice.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's instrumental, genty, jazzy solo stuff. He is one of the sort of new breed, I guess, of virtuoso guitarist people that make just stuff that is absolutely incredible, but they make it in their bedroom. Whereas the old virtuoso guys used to have to go to a studio because in their bedroom all they had was a really old amp and a tape recorder. These guys have everything at their fingertips on a laptop, and they make insane music. So he's arguably one of the most well-known ones out of those. Steve Vai's a big fan.
Big fan.
He described him as the future of exceptional guitar playing, which is a fairly boring quote, but factually correct.
I'd say he's more current.
At the moment, he's current.
Yeah.
But back then, he was the future. And also the past now. Yeah. I've seen him a couple of times live, and both times he was playing live. It's a really good album. His stuff is great. It's got lots of feeling in there. It's sort of baby making music.
Oh, hello.
In a way. Not that I've done that to this, but you probably could. It's very jazzy. Lots of jazzy elements in this. He's done a lot more jazzy stuff since his previous EP, I think, which is called Sunhead, which is also very good. Really nice chord progressions, real mix of soft, warm, slow stuff, and some speedy runs up and down the fretboard. Technically, he's incredible. Songwriting's great. I would say that standout track for me is Papayeyo,
I think
Papayayo,
that's the correct pronunciation.
Papayayo, which is I think the second single he released, which is really great. Other good tracks, one called Pan, which has lots of cheesy, jazzy saxophone, if you're into that. And then Perfume has a lot of synthy bass backing stuff, which reminds me a bit of Three Trapped Tigers, if you like them.
Oh, yeah.
But generally, it's not a super heavy album, just some really lovely, stunning guitar playing. If you're into your solo guitarists, it doesn't get much better, really, than Plini.
So music to make love to.
Yeah, just basically fuck to it. My 3-word review is smooth as fuck.
Ah!
And that is the noise that Matt makes when he is making love.
That's the before noise.
What's the during noise?
Just silence, deadly silence.
And then after, more of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's the sound of ordering an Uber.
Which largely is silence. Some aggressive thumb tapping. That's kind of it. We had some honourable mentions this week.
We've got Without Mercy. Their album is...
Seismic.
If I can find it.
I think it's called Seismic.
That's the one.
I thought this was great. I really enjoyed it.
I loved it. I thought it was incredible. If you don't know Without Mercy, they're a Vancouver-based death metal band. So they've been around for a little while. They on their EP, they had a guest appearance by Mark Hunter from Chimera.
He was almost your rival in Fear Factory.
Or double act.
Or your co-singer.
They've
go on, carry on.
No, they've
carry on. No, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Carry on.
They've supported some good bands. I was going to say more, but I think it's great. Like, I think it's got new style sort of element music wise. It's got a very old style singing. It's got like it's got a death metal singer, but it's got elements of sort of mathcore intros and
it does.
Like there's a lot going on with the music is fantastic, and I like it a lot. It's great.
I enjoyed it. I thought at moments it sounds like 3 different bands playing on top of each other at different times.
Yeah,
which is great.
But it's all held together by the singer sounding the same in all of the songs.
Yeah, which is what you want.
Yeah,
as opposed to too many voices. We don't want that.
Yeah.
And then it's got guest appearances by Jeff Loomis.
Oh, nice.
And Chris Broderick, both of whom were in Nevermore. But
Chris Broderick was in was he in Megadeth?
Yes, he was in Megadeth for a period up until 2014, I think.
He was one of the Broderick brothers.
There's him, there's Matthew. Matthew Broderick.
No, it wasn't. Chris and his brother were in Megadeth at the same time.
Yeah, they were. I think one was on drums, and one was on guitar.
Yeah.
And then Matthew, who is the more successful Broderick brother,
had a day off.
Yeah, he was like, guys, I'd love to be on spoken word for the band. But no one's vocals can be as good as Dave's, so I'm not going to.
Makes sense.
But Matthew Broderick was, of course, in... what films was he in?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah, which was another good metal band.
That's right.
That you should really listen to. I think Without Mercy was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Great stuff.
Other honourable mentions, we had Earthists with Dawn Shadow, a single they released recently.
Japanese band, I
Japanese
believe.
metalcore sort of band.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that too. I'm looking forward to the album that I guess is on its way.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
So some bands just release one song, don't they?
And that's it forever.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you need sometimes.
Then Angelus Apartrida.
Yep. Bringing his bag of songs.
Bag of songs.
Bleed the Crown.
Only one song this time in his bag, a single song called Bleed the Crown.
I thought it was very good.
I'm looking forward to this a lot. These are one of my favourite current thrash bands, I would say.
I think they're great. They Are they German?
They're Spanish, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know. Why do you think they were German?
Are they, well, they sound German when they sing. They're influenced by...
Do they?
Yeah, there's a big new wave of British heavy metal influence thrash kind of stuff going on there. So
their previous album, if you haven't heard it, Cabaret de la Guillotine. So you'd be forgiven to thinking that they were German off the back of that.
Yeah, there you go.
It is a fantastic album. Released a couple of years ago, really good. So the new one, I'm very much looking forward to, and no doubt we will review it. And the last single release we want to talk about is by a band called Tyrants.
Or
Tyrants.
Yeah.
I think it's probably pronounced Tyrants, but we can ask them. They're a UK-based band, and their single is called
Fear.
And let's be honest, we've all had that every now and again, haven't we?
They're a hardcore death 4-piece from Swindon.
Wow, which is where a lot of the big... Matt, tell us the other big hardcore death 4-pieces from Swindon, if you could.
Well,
you know them all.
My mum lived in Swindon for a bit.
Yeah, and the other three?
I can't remember all of them right now, so...
We'll come back to you on that.
Yeah, but they're all from there. They're all from Swindon.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's the end of new releases for this week.
New releases! All we got to do now is crown Aottawa. Aottawa.
That's album of the week. Do you want to get the woodpecker out?
I'll get the... Yep, let's go.
Get the ceremony... Oh, did a little foot drag there. Has he got a bad leg?
He was hospitalised last week.
No,
so,
I hope he's okay.
He got beaten up by a kookaburra that took his job. So
that sounds about right. Okay, the album of the week this week is Without Mercy, Seismic.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done.
We enjoyed it a lot. Lots of different things going on there.
We look forward to hearing more.
Not different vocals in every track, but everything else is different.
Everything else, yeah.
Enjoyed it a lot. Please,
really good.
Please release another album.
Sometime.
Not right now because this is new, but in a year or so.
So there we go.
Enjoyed it a lot. Great. Listen to it, please.
Album of the week.
Album of the week. Okay, and now it's messages, I believe. So very exciting, exciting news this week.
What messages have we got, Si? Any messages?
We've got none.
Okay.
That's messages.
Okay. That can only mean one thing. We're near the end.
It means we've come to the end.
Home run, baby.
Home run. Here we go.
It's band name generator. Right, okay, so have you got the die?
Oh, have I got...
Where you find the die?
Funny hat?
Where you find the die?
Gosh, they've gone everywhere.
I'll try it.
There you go.
I'll try and explain what this
please
is.
Do.
So basically, we got a bunch of dice. We roll the dice, and that gives us a band name at the end of it. So we get we roll 6-sided die to get how many words are in the band name. Then we roll a different sided die that gets us the category, and then we get the word, and then we get the whole band name, and then we pick the genre from another die. So
all you need to know is that it's thrilling. It's thrilling to listen to.
Yeah, it's the best thing.
More thrilling to watch, which unfortunately you can't do.
It's even better to tune out.
To ignore. You know what? It's been voted the best game to ignore of 2020.
Right,
okay, I'm going to roll the 6-sided die for the number of words in our brand new band name. Oh, it's 6.
Oh my God, we never had 6 before.
I'm not lying, it's actually 6.
It's 6, yeah. Okay, that's a lot.
Which is a real shame because this is going to take longer than either of us want it to.
Well, the first time we did this, we were rolling like a 12-sided die at the beginning. I was like, no, we can't have 12 words.
Before we knew. There's no such thing. You can never have 12 words next to each other. That's not a thing. Okay, so the 10-sided die, which is going to give us our first category. You ready?
Yep. Let's roll the die.
4. Category number 4, medieval weapons.
Oh, hello.
Okay, 12-sided die is being rolled. Our medieval weapon is number 5, which is spear.
Spear.
Write that down, please, Matt.
I'm writing that down. Spear.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So that's
10-sided
that's one.
die going again. 10. Oh, God.
10. What's 10?
It's Captain Planet.
Oh, Captain Planet. My favourite.
Okay. 8-sided die, because we couldn't think of any more than
Captain
8
Planet.
things here. Number
Roll
6.
the dice, Si.
Number
Roll
6 is
the
Captain.
Oh, Captain.
Okie dokie.
So we got Captain and Spear.
Okay. Here we go. Next category is...
What else are we going to get?
Number 5, religious things.
Religious things.
Okay, let's roll the die. Number 10, altar.
Altar.
Yeah. Third word.
That's
Okay,
altar.
fourth category. Number 2, which is metals.
Metals.
Everyone's favourite.
So we got Captain, Spear, and Altar right now. And
Okay. The metal
3.
we're working with is iridium.
Iridium.
Okay. New category.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Well, I'm the one who's got to fill in whilst you work it out.
Yep.
Luckily, no one listens past this point. So we're okay.
Iridium.
Number 7, monsters.
Oh, monsters.
Number 7 again, skeleton.
Okay, Skellington.
No, skeleton.
Skellington.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. How many words is that you've got?
It's 1, 2,
Must
3,
be
4,
5.
5.
Okay,
5.
last word. Category number 8. As if they're all different categories.
Maybe
Number
we need
8. Body bits.
Oh, I like this one. Maybe we need
Yeah.
a 4-sided die for this.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Number 4, heart.
Okay.
So, Matt, for the listener, because I've definitely lost track, what are the words that you have there for the band name?
I've got Captain, Spear, Altar, Iridium, Skellington, and Heart.
Okay. I think Captain Spear is good initially.
Captain
But
Spear is good.
Up to you. You go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so...
You may be able to hear a dog in the background. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up,
this
but there's a
That's-
dog barking in my flat.
that's the decision dog.
That's Decision Dog. Your time is almost up, Matt. You may hear a woman shouting at the dog. That's my life. Which I'm very happy about, by the way, just in case she listens, which she doesn't. Matt, how are you getting on there, my friend?
I've got it.
What? That's very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, what is the name of our band and therefore the name also of episode 14?
This is going to be a tricky one.
Okay.
It's it's the altar of Captain Spear and the Skellington's Iridium Heart.
Okay. Good. Great.
Yeah, that'll do.
Quite
So now-
catchy. Very catchy.
the altar of Captain Spear and the Skellington's Iridium Heart.
Oh, well, that's the jingle done.
There we go. Done.
Let's see.
See you next week.
If only you got off that lightly, listener. Unfortunately, we've got to now roll another dice
To
for
get
the music genre. Let me find that dice. One sec. The 10-sided die.
No. I'm changing and to with. So
Okay,
it's the altar of Captain Spear with the Skellington's Iridium Hearts.
Well, we can't. We've got to start the episode again. Okay. Please, God, no. Right. Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had this genre before, but I think it is fitting for this particular band.
Is it country music?
No, I wish it was. That was my favourite. If you haven't heard Churches from Water, please go listen to the
Yeah, go
episode
back.
before that and
Yeah.
listen to our country version of Churches from Water. Prog. Is the genre.
There we go.
What's the name of the band again? Can you remind me?
The altar of Captain Spear with the Skellington's Iridium Heart.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
It makes sense as
So-
well, which is great.
Yep. So we're going to go off and come up with the jingle, and we will see you now.
With the skeletons already apart.
There it is. There it is. It's
Wow.
the altar of Captain Spear with the Skellington's Iridium Heart.
I will never be able to remember that as long as I live.
No. Well, I have to make a little graphic for next week. So
I'm looking forward to that as well.
yeah, thanks for listening, listener.
Thank you, singular listener. We appreciate it.
Come back next week with episode 14.
Called?
The altar of Captain Spear with the Skellington's Iridium Heart.
Something like that.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you so much.
You heard it here first.
Enjoy your week.
And last.
And look
don't
forward
forget to don't forget to message us over on Instagram at Megate Metal Pod.
Yeah, please do. And also, we keep forgetting to mention that some of us spend a good hour making a playlist that no one listens to. Of
So
all the
listen to that.
all the artists that we talk about, someone puts a playlist together. So please go have a listen to that, because don't make my my things go in vain.
But that's also on the Instagram. So
It's
give
on the
that a go.
gram. It's on our story highlights. Please check
Everything's
them
on the gram. Go to the gram. Everything's there. Say hi. Say bye. Tell a friend.
Please tell a friend. Okay, till next time.